Have you ever wondered what separates the good from the truly great in the notary world? It's not just about having the right stamp. It's about having a certain confidence. Today, we're going to talk about unlocking the vibe.
Okay, so let's just take this in for a second. At first glance, you hear the girlies love the vibes, and you might think, what on earth does that have to do with professional notary work? Well, turns out everything. This is a statement of pure, unshakable confidence, and we're about to figure out exactly where it comes from. Right, so that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? What are the vibes? Is it just a personality thing, something you're either born with or you're not? Or is it a skill, something tangible that you can actually learn and master? Well, I'll give you a little spoiler alert. It is absolutely something you can learn. And here it is, the big secret. That professional vibe we're talking about, it comes from mastering a very specific, very powerful tool, the apostille. Now, you might not have even heard of it before, but trust me, understanding this is a total game changer.
So, what is an apostille? Let's break it down. The simplest way to think about it is like a passport, but for your documents. It's an official certificate that says, hey, this birth certificate or this business document, it's the real deal. And that certification is what makes it legally accepted in another country. Think about it like this. A standard notarization, it works perfectly fine, as long as that document stays within the country. But the second it needs to cross a border for legal purposes, a simple notarization just isn't enough. The apostille is that next level of authentication. It's the bridge that gives a document global authority.
Okay, so we know what an apostille is. Now for the important part. How do you actually get one? How do you get the vibe? Well, the good news is it's not some kind of magic trick. It's a clear, straightforward process that once you know it, you know it.
Getting that apostille really just boils down to three main steps. First, you've got to make sure the document itself is even eligible for one. Not all are. Second, you submit it to the right authority, which is usually the Secretary of State. And third, they review it, approve it, and send back that official apostille certificate. Sounds simple, right? But doing it right requires real precision.
So, who even needs this service? You'd be surprised. We're talking about international students who need to prove their degrees, global companies signing contracts overseas, couples who want to get married abroad, families going through international adoption. The list goes on. And in our world today, where people are moving and working globally, the demand for this is just exploding. This is a big deal for a lot of people.
And that brings us to the best part. The payoff. Because learning how to handle apostilles isn't just about adding one more service to your list. No, it's about changing your entire professional game. It's about leveling up your impact.
When you master this, what happens? You suddenly have access to more clients, global clients. You can command higher fees because this is a specialized, high-value skill, and your impact becomes so much bigger. You're not just stamping a piece of paper anymore. You're literally opening up the world for your clients.
So now let's bring it full circle, right back to where we started. When you hear this quote now, I know the influence, I know the impact, and I know the vibes. It just clicks, doesn't it? The vibe is the confidence that comes from having specialized knowledge. It's the aura you give off when you can solve a complex problem that stumps almost everyone else.
Being able to look a client in the eye and say with total confidence, yes, I can handle your international document, that is the vibe. That's confidence. That's expertise. So the only question left is, are you ready to find yours?